right, thank you. Excuse me, thank you, Mayor Colbert. I'm Walter Alcorn. I'm on the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. I represent the Hunter Mill District. And I just want to add a couple quick things to the excellent comments that have been made. Senator Boysko is right. This is not something that we as Fairfax County have ever asked for. We did not ask for this casino bill, and that has been made clear by our chairman. The other thing that I think is really important for me to point out, this is a land use bill. In Virginia, the state does not do land use. That is a local issue. But this is a bill that talks about square footage, it talks about use type, it talks about location. That's land use. So every local official in the Commonwealth of Virginia needs to worry about this bill, because this is a new and frightening development in terms of state involvement in land use. The second thing I want to note is a little bit on the history of Tysons. So in 2008, I served on the Fairfax County Planning Commission, and I was asked by the Board of Supervisors at the time to create a new committee specifically for Tysons, because Tysons was in the middle of a comprehensive plan development process, and it was a mess. There was fighting left and right. The citizens were very upset about some of the proposals that had come out of the Tysons task force. There was infighting in the business community. It was a mess, and there was this general understanding that, yeah, Tysons really needs to evolve and get to a better place. But really, over the next 2 years, through this committee of the Planning Commission of all places, we pulled together a consensus comprehensive plan proposal. Ultimately was adopted by the Board of Supervisors, but it was a consensus across the business community, across the residents, across everybody. Literally nobody showed up and spoke against it. And guess what? This development plan is not a milquetoast development plan. This is an ambitious development plan. This is a 3-generation development plan. And we're maybe a little bit over halfway through the first generation. So anybody that tries to tell you that Tysons is failing, they don't know what they're talking about. This is not a failing community. This is a community, as Senator Boysko mentioned, is part of the economic engine driving Fairfax County and driving the Commonwealth. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to a person who I believe is the best educated member of the Board of Supervisors ever in Fairfax County. Jimmy Bierman, come on up.
Thank you, Walter. I'm Jimmy Bierman. I represent the Drainsville District. I represent 130,000 residents of McLean, Great Falls, Herndon, Vienna, and parts of unincorporated Falls Church. And I will tell you that the people who I represent, the reason why I'm here is because those people do not want this plan to move forward. Now, I may be the youngest member of the Board of Supervisors currently. When Walter was working on the Tysons plan, I was graduating from college. But I wasn't born yesterday, and I know a bad deal when I see it. The fact of the matter is, what we've done in Tysons is we've tried to create the commercial hub of the Commonwealth of Virginia. We have tried to create a commercial area where we are attracting Fortune 500 companies, where we are making it easier to get to and from work, where we are making it easier to live near work. We're doing something to basically create a downtown in Fairfax County. It's where you want to locate your business. It's where if you want to walk to work, you can do it. It's where if you live somewhere else, you hop on the Silver Line and you get there. And the Tysons Strip, because that's what we're going to call it from now on, the Tysons Strip, just like the Las Vegas Strip, threatens that plan. It takes what is working in Virginia and it throws it out. Tries to throw the baby out with bathwater. Why does it do that? Why? There's a lot of money to be made. Let's be honest. There's a lot of money to be made, but in the casino business, the house always wins. That is not true of a community. That is not true of what this plan will do. Now, I know they're promising the moon. I got it. It's Oz, folks. And you gotta ask yourself, who's the wizard? Who's behind the curtain? Who's making, what are they getting out of this? Because it is not what's good for this region. It is not why we invested money in the Silver Line. Do we invest money in the Silver Line to move people to a casino? No, we invested money in the Silver Line to move them between their homes and their jobs. Because we got transportation issues in Northern Virginia. You might have heard there's a little bit of traffic there. There's always been traffic there. You know, it's funny, when we started talking about putting more housing in Tysons, housing that we desperately need in this county, there were people who said, oh my God, there's gonna be too much traffic. Now let's be honest, there's always been traffic in Tysons. I grew up 10 minutes from Tysons. My dad bought his house in 1975. I came along in 1986. I've been 10 minutes from Tysons my entire life, and there's always been traffic. But you know what we started figuring out? We started figuring out if you put people in homes closer to their businesses, if you give them mass transit, you're actually gonna make things better. And we started doing it, and it is working. So why would we throw that out? Why are we throwing out the baby with the bathwater? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for my constituents. It doesn't make any sense for the county of Fairfax, and it doesn't make any sense for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now, people hate when I do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. They hate when I do this around Richmond. I hold up a letter that was sent last year from the Board of Supervisors, from Jeff McKay. They don't like this letter because they say it isn't strong enough, but I want to point some things out about the letter. I want to point some things out about this letter. Look, this letter, it says, unlike other jurisdictions that received authority to hold a referendum on host a casino, Fairfax County did not seek such authority and has not been substantively involved in the development of the casino concept. Has that changed? No. Has it changed? No. It says that as the law stands today, with the Commonwealth receiving over 70% of gaming tax revenue, 30% staying home, that this is not something that Fairfax is going to want to participate in. Has that changed, folks? No. Didn't think so. Stated rationale for the legislation is the need to revitalize Tysons. While the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent shift to remote hybrid work has impacted Fairfax County's commercial office market, we feel the need to emphasize that Tysons, and especially the Class A office space in close proximity to Tysons Silver Line stations, continues to thrive. Has that changed, folks? No. Did not think so. It says, we are confident that Tysons is poised for continued success and will continue to be the economic engine of the Commonwealth for decades to come. We are still confident. And for that reason, we do not think that this will go to a referendum. And if we put it to a referendum, we think it will fail. Now, folks, there's some folks walking around the halls here who need a little reading comprehension. Because they're failing 6th grade reading comprehension if they say that this says that the Board of Supervisors wants this. We do not want that. We do not want it. Read my lips. We didn't ask for it. We don't want it. And it is a bad idea. Thank you.
You want to close this out?
Yeah, I did want to recognize there is a new alliance in Tysons that is centered around the rotunda that we are calling They Are at Ground Zero. And I would like to invite Paula Martino just to come up and introduce the new group and wrap things up for us, unless Delegate Shin would like to see. Okay. Sorry?
We appreciate your.
Yes, we do. Paula, come on up.
Thank you.
Being suddenly asked to speak at the last minute, I can assure you there is no pressure whatsoever. Hello, everybody. Yes, my name is Paula Martino, and I'm the president of the Tysons Stakeholder Alliance, and I'm also a resident of the Rotunda. I share that lovely community with 3,200 neighbors, 900 of whom are school children. My colleague here today, Claudia Diamond, is the HOA president for the Westwood community that is across Route 7. We are the closest communities to this proposed site. We are indeed at ground zero, and we want to be heard. Between our two communities, that's 4,000 people and about 900 school children who will be impacted by this development. My husband and I moved to Tysons for the very reasons that Supervisor Bierman was talking about. We love the walkability. We love being able to get on the Silver Line and go downtown for a baseball game. I love going downtown to visit friends. We love all of the development that has occurred around us. Our community worked collaboratively with Meridian when Borough was going up, and we have a great relationship with them. Comstock Development has never contacted our community. No community in Tysons asked the supervisors to bring a casino to our community. The Board of Supervisors did not ask Senator Surville or Senator Marsden to bring a casino to Tysons. I'm here today to make our voices heard. And thank you all for working with us, and all of you as well. Great.